When people call us for an estimate, it's pretty simple. We're gonna set up a time of the day to come out to your property, and the first thing we're gonna look at is where can we get a water source. We cannot use a hose bib or water spigot. The water line's too small. So it'll be either at the street where the meter is, or it'll be in your basement in an unfinished area. Second thing we're gonna do is we're gonna talk to you about the challenges that you've had with your yard. Is it the grass that you can't keep healthy throughout the year? Every year you have to overseed in the fall. Is it plants? You can't get annuals to grow because you don't want to get up every morning to water. So we're going to look at that. We're going to do a sketch of your property, and we're going to start doing different zones. So we're going to make the front grass its own zone, maybe two, depending on the size of the property. The front beds up against the house will now be another section. If you have old established plants, like in Arlington, a lot of times they don't want to water those plants because it's an old house, it's an old foundation, and it's nothing but ground covering that's never needed water, or it's yews, or it's boxwoods or azaleas. Established plants that have been around for 5 years that you haven't watered in the past, we don't need to add water today unless you are planning on putting in new plants or you want to put in annuals. We'll put the backyard, we'll put the side yards, and once we kind of get a plan, we'll bring out a price list and we'll look at the plumbing, we'll look at the amount of zones, how much of the job we can do by machine, how much needs to be done by hand, and we'll determine a price with you on the spot. What's important to us is transparency in our pricing. So we're going to give you a list, and it's going to be very clear how we got our price that you feel comfortable with it. We give people estimates that live in townhouses or 20, 30,000 foot houses, magnificent large houses. And their biggest fear is that people are going to price the project based off someone's car or the size of the house. So we're going to bring out a price list, and those are our prices. We know what it takes to put in a system. We know our man hours, we know our labor costs, our material costs. And we're not going to put you in an environment where we're going to be saying if you sign today, you get 50% off. It's something that you have 2 months to decide. As long as our prices haven't gone up on our side, we're not going to change your price. That price is something you can feel comfortable just keeping.